I'll be talking about occupational hazards leading to malignancy. I'll be talking over these headings like definitions, features, historical perspectives, what are the problems, and how to monitor and control in the industry. Occupational cancer is caused wholly or partly by exposure to a carcinogen at work. 1 to 5% of the human cancers are caused by occupational hazards which occur long after the exposure. The time frame between exposure to cancer may be 10 to 25 years and it may develop even after stopping the job. Age of incidence is younger and localization of tumors is almost constant in any occupation. Historically, it was recognized way back in 1800 that Sir Potts describes total cancer among chimney sweeps, and also there was identification of bladder cancer due to dyestuffs from coal tar and polyaromatic hydrocarbons which happen in tar or soot. It was identified that they can cause cancers. IRC recommended that a compendium on carcinogenic chemicals be prepared by experts, and cause of cancers in industry was found to be either to the polyaromatic hydrocarbons or methyl ethers and many other carcinogens. Liver cancer is also caused by vinyl chloride, which was also identified. According to the ILO data, there can be more than 6 lakhs work-related cancers, and it happens more in high-income countries and also as in Europe and USA and other which are higher income countries where occupational hazards are more and likelihood of cancer is also high. Lung cancer is the commonest occupational cancer which occur around 54 to 75% population, and some of the carcinogens which are identified are around which cause most of the occupational deaths. This is a global estimate where we have identified that India there can be 50,000 cases per year, and in the established economies the incidence is higher. Similarly, the burden caused by cancer is high in high income countries. Most of the deaths which occur in the occupational setting, even in Europe, the 53% is caused by cancers. The carcinogen which cause the development of cancer can be biological like hepatitis B and C, or it can be chemicals, or they can be physical. Physical can be in the form of ultraviolet rays, radiation or X-rays, chemical, asbestos, vinyl chloride. The classification of carcinogen has been identified by their character, like group 1 can be carcinogenic to humans, some can, or classified as probably carcinogenic, or some are carcinogenic in animals but not in humans, and some of the chemicals could be non-carcinogenic. The physical agents which cause cancer are ionizing radiation, and they can cause breast cancer, leukemia, skin cancer. Ultraviolet light can cause skin cancer, asbestos, and other chemical agents like arsenic, vinyl chloride, aromatic amines, they can cause skin cancer, lung and bladder cancer. They are the class 1 carcinogens. Then there can be a class 2 which can be a polyaromatic hydrocarbons, fossil fuel products, plastic, rubber, pipe products, and inorganic lead compound, aromatic amine dyes, they can cause the bladder cancers. There can be other class 2B carcinogens which I have listed here. They can also, due to a long exposure, can cause cancers. Most of the cancer which can be caused by carcinogens are mentioned here, like asbestos, mineral oils, radiation, silica, diesel exhaust, painters, then radon, welders. So many are there which are there in the industry. Some of the cancers which occur at workplace can be a lung, which can be there in the workplace like aluminium production, asphalt workers, coal gasification, and caused by arsenic and arsenic compound or asbestos, cadmium, tobacco, smoke. Mesothelioma is caused by asbestos and can happen in a workplace like where there can be a blasters, boiler makers, bricklayers, construction workers. And same in the nasal cavities, and where it can happen in a boot and shoe manufacturing, carpenters, furniture, and can be caused by formaldehyde and chromium compounds. Skin cancers can happen in farmers, vineyard workers, coal gasification workers, and petroleum refining, and can be caused by solar radiation and also by other carcinogens which are there in their atmosphere. The bladder cancers can be found in miners, painters, pipe fitters, plumbers, rubber production, and can be caused by the carcinogens which are mentioned here, like aromatic amines. And same is true with the liver and bile duct, which can be found in healthcare workers, and due to the exposure to the B and C virus, and can be found in smelters and exposure to the vinyl chloride production. The cancers at workplace, the most common is the mesothelioma and lung cancer, and in female also at workplace the cancer which happens is a mesothelioma. Other cancers are less common and can be there, like bladder cancers, leukemia, and liver cancers. Lung cancer is the most common occupational malignancy, and 55 to 85% of the lung cancer is caused by asbestos and asbestos causes other lung related diseases as well, and smoking has a synergistic effect on occupational exposure. The lung carcinogens are identified in a big way, and they can be a radiation, which can be alpha particles, gamma rays and X-rays, which happen due to the decay of the radon-222 or plutonium, and these particles, they hit the tissues and cause genetic changes which lead to cancer, or they can produce reactive oxygenation intermediates which produces oxidative damage to the DNA. Asbestos in all forms can cause either asbestosis, lung cancer, or mesothelioma. Other chemicals and mixtures which cause lung cancers are methyl ethers, and which I have mentioned here, and like ion exchange resins and pesticides and solvents. The IISc work group determined that there was sufficient evidence in humans for the carcinogenic activity of due to occupational exposure during work in industries like coal gasification, coke production, iron and steel founding, aluminium production, painting, and rubber production. These occupational groups of coal gasification have a potential for high exposure to polyaromatic hydrocarbons, and that's how there can be a pathway of exposure to these inhalation agents and produce cancers in the population at risk who are working in the industry. Again, carcinogen like arsenic, which is there in occupational cancers, and this happens in industries which deal in lead, gold, copper, and smelters. Cadmium is another carcinogen which is there in volcano emissions, fossil fuel, phosphate fertilizer, iron and steel production, and cement production. Lung cancer can also be caused by mustard gas, and it was found in the World War I, and most of the cancers are squamous cell, and especially in Japan and Germany, the incidence of lung cancer was high due to this gas. The bladder cancers are also there up to 20% incidence, and chemicals which are responsible are, I have mentioned here, benzidine plus, and they are concentrated in the kidney, and that is how they produce the carcinogenic activity. GI tract, gastric carcinoma can be produced by asbestos, wood dust, rubber industry, and in colon cancer can also be produced by some of the carcinogens like asbestos and rubber industry workers. And digital rectal examination and stool testing or sigmoidoscopy is a common tool which can identify these cancers. Then skin cancer, if we come to them, ionizing radiation, arsenic, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon, ultraviolet rays. Most of the common are squamous cell or the basal cell carcinoma, and they can be preceded by like pre-malignant condition like Bowen disease. Farmer and outdoor workers are high risk. GI tract and liver, hepatitis B and C, alcohol, aflatoxin, asbestos, solvents, and hepatic angiosarcoma is related to vinyl chloride, thorotrust, and arsenic exposure. The prevention and cure is important, and we need to eliminate the carcinogens, periodic medical examination of the workers, notification of events, licensing of the establishments, personal hygiene, education of the workers is important. The ILO recommending that we eliminate carcinogen, use substitutes, minimize the number, duration, and degree of exposure. We employ protective measures to safeguard workers, educate storage of carcinogens, and we educate the workers. The preventive measures should be taken in all industry, record of all carcinogenic substance at workplace, and we quantify the exposure and degree and duration to the workers. Monitoring of the health of the workers should be done. It should be done periodically, and before any assignment is given, they should be checked. Education and information to the employees is important, and all members should participate fully in prevention and control of the exposure to the carcinogens. There is a program in Canada which is to the industry, CAREX. It identifies carcinogens, people who are exposed, locate where people are exposed, calculate how many people are exposed, estimate how much of the carcinogen people are exposed to, and that is how the reduction in occupational cancer will be done. Occupational exposure to carcinogen is a reality, and is more prevalent in high-income countries. Number of carcinogens have been identified, and common sites are lungs, airways, skin, bladder, and hematological malignancies like leukemias. The guidelines should be followed, and education of workers and substitution of carcinogen is a best bet, and periodic examination and screening of cancers as and when required should be done. Thank you very much for your attention.